Good morning, everybody. Chad Weber here, reporting from beautiful and quite sunny Thailand. um, Before I get started, first, got to apologize for my appearance. It's kind of the results of what happens when you wreck a motorbike and bounce your face off the pavement and slide for about 4 or 5 feet. So, yeah, I know my lips swollen here, and uh, actually, this is gonna be a pretty wicked scar. Missing this whole part. I think I left that behind on the pavement, but it happens. So, not gonna ruin the trip. So, but what I really wanted to talk with you guys about is really centers on the reason why I'm here. And if you're hearing a lot of background noise, sitting right next to the pool. So, um, absolutely beautiful here. I mean, no complaints. So, anyhow, I feel that the reason why I'm here, I think, applies to loan officers in general. And for me, I just felt like I needed to remove myself from all the daily stress and the daily grind that we all subject ourselves to, especially loan officers. I mean, being a loan officer it's a difficult job. I mean, there's no arguing that. You wear a million different hats, and when you're dealing with the biggest investments of their lives, when all it takes is something minor going wrong, and people tend to flip out. So you're dealing with high levels of emotions. You're dealing with people's money. You're dealing with their biggest investment of their lives, and that can get to you, and it wears us down, and it wears us down slowly in such a way that oftentimes we don't even realize it's happening. So when you finally step back and say, "Man, I'm just not doing as well as I used to, or it's becoming harder than ever, to be a loan officer." Sometimes it's not what it seems. Sometimes it's just that we haven't engaged in enough self-care, and that is removing ourselves from the stress and allowing your mind to take a breather. And that oftentimes seems counterintuitive, because we feel like, hey, if I'm a commission job and I step away from this, then my income's going to suffer. But the reality of the situation is your income's going to suffer a whole hell of a lot more if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't give your brain what it needs. And sometimes what it just needs is to relax a little bit and not feel that constant pressure cooker of a go grind. And when you get away for a little bit, it's tempting to constantly feel like, hey, I'm missing out on work. I need to be doing this. I need to be doing that. But you really have to resist that urge. I mean, there are ways to, still engage in a little bit of, checking in on things and emails, or, if you have to outsource it, then do it. But overall, you got to give yourself a break. And even if that break comes with, bouncing your face off the pavement like I did, it's still, I don't regret a second of this trip. I wish I wouldn't have fallen off, but outside of that, it's absolutely beautiful, and I feel relaxed. It's serene, and the beautiful thing about subjecting yourself to a different environment is your creativity kicks back in. You start seeing things from different angles. It's opening and exposing your mind to different perspectives. And those perspectives bring with it a renewed sense of vigor, a renewed excitement. And when you get back to work, you no longer feel burnt out. You feel like, wow, I'm excited to be doing this again. And that's a wonderful feeling. And oftentimes we've lost that just because of the daily grind. So I just wanted to remind you all to really engage in some self-care and give your mind what it needs. And that is an opportunity to relax a little bit, step back, and actually work on your business instead of always in it. And I've had the opportunity to do that, and a lot of things that were a sticking point for me, some really big projects that I've going and working on right now. I've had some breakthroughs just because I finally didn't have a million things pulling me in a million different directions all at once. And it just feels amazing to say, okay, aha, that makes sense. This is going on my schedule. Now my path forward is crystal clear. And I want that for you guys. So just a quick reminder, I'm not telling you anything new, I'm sure, but sometimes we just need a nice little reminder, a little tap in the back of the head, a little kick in the pants to go and do what you need to do, and that is take care of yourself. Allow yourself a breather, allow yourself to relax, and then when you're in a more relaxed state, then take that bird's eye view and look at your schedule, look at your job, look at your career, look at your tasks, look at what you're doing to market yourself, look at your brand, because you are your business. And if you don't take care of you, then you're not taking care of your business. It's as simple as that. There's no way around it. We can try to brute force our way through this business, but you will never be happy doing business that way, and I'm speaking from experience. I've tried that route, and it sucks. It really does. It sucks. There's really no other word for it. You gotta find that balance and strike that balance, and sometimes that just means putting yourself in this kind of an environment. Just give yourself permission to go have a little bit of fun. Give yourself permission to go and relax a little bit and not always be on, because being on all the time just sucks you dry, and you're just not going to perform. You're not going to be up to the task when being a loan officer calls for high performance, right? If you want to be a top producer, you got to engage in high performance. You're not going to be up to the task if you're not giving yourself the breaks necessary. So just a reminder, guys, and look forward to chatting with all of you again very soon. Look for my next webinar. It's going to be a doozy, I promise. See you soon, guys.